Chapter 11, Chromaticism, Fast Scale Work in Jazz. Just like every other technique you have learned from this book, chromaticism, fast scale work is an important tool for improvisation. Critical questions are when, where, and how much to use chromaticism in your improv. Here are the basic rules I try to go by for chromaticism. 1. I like to use it as a transition from one place to another. This could be at the end of a phrase, leading into the start of the new phrase. 2. This could also be used as a transition from the verse to the chorus or vice versa. 3. Sometimes I use fast scale work just like chromaticism when making a transition from one part of the song to another. 4. I try not to go crazy with using chromaticism, scale work, like for every 4 measures. You can lose the effect by overkill. But having said that, there are times when I will deliberately do it for a special effect. 5. I always look at the style and speed of the song to help me determine what to do with the chromaticism scale work. Okay, coming up is an example using scales like chromaticism in my improv. This next example came from a song I wrote called Tonight My Love. It came from my original album called Bonita. Alrighty, if you look at measures 36, 41, 43, and 45, I use the major minor scales a lot like I use a chromaticism in my earlier music examples. I use them for lead-ins and lead-outs to the various phrases and verses. Now here's one last example for you. This is an excerpt from one of my new songs that I hope to have out by early 2024. Use an alto flute called Lovin' You Is All I Want to Do. Let's take a look. Okay, if you look at the whole excerpt globally, you will notice a triple 16th pattern, major 56, which runs through the entire song every few measures. What I did was use a triplet pattern for the lead-ins, lead-outs of the phrases to beef up the energy of the ending. It could involve just a few notes or literally go from the bottom to the top of the range for dramatic effect. Chromaticism is a tool that I use as a transition to get you from one place to another in the song. Hopefully you now have a better understanding on how to apply the use of chromaticism scale work in your music. All great jazz flutists use it regularly. You can go to my website, jazzbook.com, spelled jazzbk.com, for exercises including backing tracks to help you master this technique.